Imagine an America where one of the most familiar emotional voices never enters the room. No songs quietly walking millions through breakups, reinvention, resentment, forgiveness. No shared permission to take personal feelings seriously in public. The country still produces pop stars, still fills stadiums. But something about how Americans narrate their inner lives never quite settles. At first, almost nothing seems different. Radio still rotates hits. Award shows still crown new faces. Teenagers still grow up with music playing in the background of their lives. But the absence shows up in texture. Pop culture leans faster, sharper, more ironic. Emotional sincerity exists, but it arrives in bursts, not arcs. Songs feel designed to spike attention, not to age alongside the listener. The first system that shifts is memory. Without a long-running emotional catalog that follows the same audience across years, American pop becomes less cumulative. Albums don't feel like chapters, they feel like products. Fans attach to eras instead of journeys. Loyalty becomes conditional, short-term, transactional. The idea that you grow with an artist quietly loses cultural weight. This subtly reshapes how Americans use music. Songs stop functioning as personal timestamps, markers for who you were, not just what was trending. Nostalgia becomes thinner, more commercial, less intimate. You remember the summer, not the feeling. Music remains omnipresent, but it stops acting as a shared emotional diary. Here's the part most people miss. The absence isn't only artistic, it's psychological. Without a mainstream example of vulnerability paired with control, public emotion in America polarizes. Feelings are either overperformed for attention or hidden to avoid scrutiny. The middle ground, articulate, self-aware sincerity, has fewer models. Especially for young women, emotional expression feels riskier, less rewarded. The industry adapts accordingly. Labels lean harder into churn. Reinvention is prized over continuity. Touring still thrives, but stadium shows feel less like emotional gatherings and more like spectacles. Fewer moments exist where millions of Americans process the same feeling at the same time. Pop culture fragments further, mirroring an already divided media environment. Over the long term, this affects how Americans think about growth. Change is framed as shedding your past, not integrating it. Public patience for watching someone evolve imperfectly declines. Cultural narratives favor resets over reflection. You're encouraged to start over, not carry your history forward. Decades later, America still sings, still dances, still sells out shows. But the emotional architecture feels slightly different. More reactive, less reflective. A country already uncomfortable with slowing down loses one of its quiet guides for doing exactly that. And the question lingers. In a nation built on reinvention, how much does it matter when one voice that taught millions how to sit with their feelings without rushing past them was never there at all?